Hello again. Today, my newest purchase from a local Dutch marketplace. It's called Marktplaats. I bought this for, yes, 20 euros, including postage, but the seller wasn't sure if it was working or not. So I made an offer and she said yes, and it was a seller that did not sell much cameras, so not a dealer or whatever, so pretty honest, you know, when a trader or a dealer, you know, sells a camera and he or she says it's unclear if it functions or not, then you know most of the times it's beyond repair, because otherwise they repair it themselves and sell them for a higher price. So I mostly buy cheap cameras, affordable cameras, because in this channel only affordable cameras, from people who do not sell lots of cameras, not professionals, not hobbyists, but just honest. This camera, I had it once and I took it to Spain, shot 3 rolls of film and took it back to Holland and gave the rolls to a shop for development, and well, it took a long time, and then I needed some space and a little bit of money, so I sold the camera, and then the film got back with the prints, and I was astounded by the quality of the pictures. You know, the contrast is very high. A blue sky is really deep blue. A terracotta building is really deep terracotta. The colors are beautiful and the sharpness is incredible. So then I started looking again for the same camera, and I finally found it, but it was unclear if it was working. And the camera came with the original casing, which I thought was very nice. Normally I throw those leather casings away, but this one I will keep because it's, especially for this one, you know, it looks a little bit with some patina. It looks very nice. Well, what makes this camera so special? Well, it is a very compact camera. Look, it fits in my hand. It's a aperture priority camera. That means that it's very important the light metering system works, because if it doesn't work, you cannot use the camera. This camera has 2 positions here on this knob. Here you put it when you only use flash, and here on the A you set it to aperture priority. And with aperture priority, you estimate the distance, then you choose the aperture you want, and then the camera decides what the shutter speed should be. Now, the nice thing is that in the viewfinder you not only see the shutter speed, but on you also see the chosen aperture on top, and on the left side you see all kinds of symbols related to the distance, like mountains for infinity and a portrait icon for portrait close-up. So you know, when you're looking into the viewfinder, you can check whether you have set your distance okay. You can check what the shutter speed will be, so you know if there is a chance of underexposure or not, and you see the chosen aperture, and that when putting it on A, the whole electric system is being engaged. Now you can check if the battery is okay by pressing this, and you can see the battery is okay. To fire the camera and to test it if you know if it really works, it needs a film. There's no film in it now, so if I cock the shutter, this lever will be staying here, and well, I can demonstrate it like this, and this is usually what happens when there's no film in it or when the film is full. So always need a film to operate it completely. Now the film is on the back. This is the rewind lever, and the funniest thing is when you pull out this little lever, it disengages the block on the film spool, so then it's possible to rewind it. You don't have to press any other button to rewind it, you can just start to rewind it. Now, let me show you where you put the film. First of all, you turn this lever like this, you switch it, you take the back off, and here it is. Here's the back of the camera. Now, the film you put in here, you put it in over here, and here you see the red wheel, and this wheel engages the shutter, and if there's no film in it, it will not be engaged, and so there will be no shutter activity to be seen. That's why there needs to be a film in it. You put the film in here, and then you cock the shutter, and the film, it fetches itself on this roll. You close this one, you close the back of this camera again. Yeah. It's always a little bit fiddly. Let me see. So, like this. Okay, it's closed. You do it like this. Okay, I always check the battery. Yes, super. Now the battery go in here. You can take this off. This battery compartment, you can take it out. There are 4 batteries in it. 4 1.5 batteries, volt batteries. No, it's not a 6-volt camera, it's a 3-volt camera, but 2 units of 3 volt are connected in parallel. So it works on 3 volt, 2 3-volt units in parallel. You need special batteries for this one. It was running on PX625 batteries, and you can later switch it to 625 batteries. And you need 4 of them, and those batteries are, the replacement batteries are pretty expensive. They range between 2 and 4 euros, I think, so maximum 16 euros only on batteries in it. That you don't need to do. You can also put LR44s in it, and the only thing you have to do is you have to, there will be a little space between the contact and the battery, and that you have to fill, either with a little piece of copper or with just aluminium foil pushed in the space, so to make sure it makes contact. If you've done that, it operates perfectly on LR44 batteries. So now, going back to those batteries I was talking about, there is a simple solution, because the old PX25 batteries, the old cameras running on the PX625 batteries, there are a lot of things for sale to, for as an adapter or whatever. Now the adapters cost money. There are even adapters with a diode in it to get 1.5 volts to 1.35. I say it's rubbish. Don't do it. The only thing you have to buy is this. It's a rubber washer, 10 millimeters, 1 millimeter thick, and these hearing aid batteries. This is a type 675. They are 1.4 volt to 1.45 volt. Now I've measured them when they come out of the package, and they're usually 1.41 volt. And what you do is you take the washer, you turn it around here, and then look, does this size look familiar to you? It is almost the same shape as the PX625. Now, I can hear you saying, well, yes, it's 1.4 volt battery, not for 1.35. But listen, the camera is running on 1.35 volts. Well, they're usually not very complicated in the electronic sense of a way. So if you look at the voltage difference between 1.35 and 1.4, it's only 3.7% tolerance. 3.7% tolerance. Now people are putting diodes in an adapter to get from 1.5 to 1.35 volts. But the diode also has a tolerance, mostly above 5%. So it's even better to use this than the adapter with a diode. And the other thing is, the old cameras running on that 1.35 voltage, usually the light meter system is very simple. It's a bridge scheme with variable transistors, maybe a simple transistor, but it's not very complicated technique. So that even that 1.4 voltage on a 1.35 voltage circuit, electronic circuit, will not make you any difference. I guarantee you, you will not see any difference in the meter readings you will get. So stop buying the adapters, just the washer ring and these batteries, and you can do it. You're up and running business again. I'm pressing these batteries again. I love it. It's a little light. So that was also possible to put this 4 of these with the washers in it, but the container is of such make that you can easily put the LR44 without any washer in it as well. Well, for now, that's it about this camera. Remember, when you put away this camera, always put it on the flash symbol, because otherwise you will drain the battery. Also, always put a lens cap on it to protect the lens. Well, you know, for this money, this camera makes utterly sharp pictures. And for this money, a aperture priority of Zeiss Ikon, you know, it's a bargain. And I got this one cheap because they were not sure it was working. But I guarantee you, if you look on the internet, you can find them for a working order for 40, maximum 50 euros in excellent condition. So, you know, it's again a beautiful little gem of a camera. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's even a self-timer on it. And the lever is here under it. You pull it like this. And when you cock the shutter, oh yes, I need a film in too, so it doesn't work like this with no film. Sorry for that. So yes, you know, it's a pretty little camera. I can only advise you, if you run into a camera like this, you know, buy it. It's easy to take with you. It makes very sharp pictures. And it's aperture priority. The only thing you have to estimate is the distance, and then it's point and shoot. Set the aperture to 8 and you know, calculate the distance, and you always have sharp pictures. Really, I guarantee you. If you have any questions, please list them below. For now, thank you very much. Bye bye.